Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the different design patterns in system design. We saw the 10 design patterns, right? The 10 important design patterns we saw in the last playlist. So before hopping into the this one problem, we will be uh, doing some low level design problems. We'll be solving some low level design problems, right? So we need to have the some theoretical knowledge. So I'll be uploading the PDF that I had referred. Basically, I had referred interview bit, to be frank. So all the credits goes to the guy who has uploaded the PDF about the uh, some of the questions for the important questions for the system design. Basically, it might be you must be knowing some important questions like load balances, vertical and horizontal scaling, and this one, uh, latency, throughput, availability, this thing, cap theorem. These are all some of the things that you need to know at any cost, theoretically, before hopping into the problem. So I'll be uploading the same thing on my in my GitHub repo, right? So you can go through that one. So let's start solving the problem. So the first problem is designing a design a parking lot, right? So what does the question state here? Let's see here. Design a parking lot. The question states that design a parking lot system that supports single entry and exit gates. They have clearly mentioned here, design a parking lot system that supports single entry and exit gates. And what's the second point here? Also multiple entry and exit gates as well. First one, we have to design a parking lot system that supports single entry as well as the exit gates, and second one, multiple entry and exit gates. Also, the system should manage parking space allocation and vehicle tracking efficiently. That's what they have given here, right? So the system should manage parking space allocation and vehicle tracking efficiently. So let's discuss what are all the things that we need to keep in mind, basically. So let's first try to understand what we need to do, right? So for the single gate, we have to ensure vehicles are queued properly for entry or exit, right? So this is one thing which is very important. Again, I'm telling, for single gate, we have to ensure vehicles are queued properly for entry or exit. And for the multiple gates, we need to manage the distributed entry or exit with synchronization. So we are discussing about the single gate and the multiple gates. Again, I'm telling, for the single gate, we have to ensure vehicles are queued properly for entry or exit. What about the multiple gates? For the multiple gates, we have to manage the distributed entry or exit with synchronization. So I hope this is clear. So we have discussed about the for the single gate and the multiple gates, right? The next thing is we have to track the available slots and provide optimal parking space allocation. Again, I'm telling, we have to track available slots and provide optimal parking space allocation. That also we need to do. Finally, we need to consider features like different parking types, whether it may be compact, large, etc. So we need to consider the features like different parking types, and also about the fees and slot reservation. That also we have to keep in mind, right? So this is the explanation part. Basically, what are all the things we discussed? Basically, for single gate, we have to ensure vehicles are queued properly for entry or exit. That is the first thing. For the multiple gates, we have to manage the distributed entry or exit with the synchronization. This is the second thing. Also, we have to track the available slots and provide optimal parking space allocation. This is the third thing. And finally, we are considering the features like different parking types, nothing but the compact, large, etc. Anything it might be. We are just considering the features like different parking types. Also, we have to consider fees and the slot reservation. This one also we have to keep in mind. This is important, right? So let's try to write the same thing in the form of code, right? So as we are going with the parking lot, initially what I'll do, I'll just consider here parking lot here. So this is fine. So initially, let's go with the singleton instance. We know the this one, right? We have already discussed about the singleton pattern, design pattern. So initially, let's go with the singleton instance. I'll just give here let instance. So after this, as we are going with the parking lot, this one parking lot system, let's create a class parking lot. So I'll just give here parking lot. So within this class, let's define a constructor here. So sorry, yeah, this one constructor. Within the constructor, let pass the parameters. One is I'll be passing total slots as well as the gates, right? So I'll just give here total slots as well as gates. So here within the constructor, let's define the total slots, available slots, gates, parked vehicles, nothing but the we are mapping the slot to the vehicle, particular vehicle, right? Also the next slot. We have to track the next available slot as well. So these are all the things that we'll be doing. I'll explain step by step. Let's assign the total slots to the total slot. We need the total slots, right? So I'll just go with the total slots initially. I'll just give here total slots, assign this one to total slots. Next thing, we'll be going with the available slots. I'll just give here available slots. We'll be assigning this one to the total slots. The next one is we have to go with the gates as well, right? We have to initialize the gates. So I'll just give here gates. Nothing but entry we can keep it true, exit entry and exit we can keep it true. That's what we'll be doing here with the gates, right? So we have initialized the gates here. Next, let's go with the parked vehicles. So let's initialize the parked vehicles here. I'll just give here that parked vehicles equals new map. So I'll be making use of, we are making use of map here, right? So we are mapping a slot to the particular vehicle here, mapping of the slot to the particular vehicle here. So I hope this is clear. Next, final one is we have to track the next available slot as well. After mapping of the slot to the particular vehicle, we have to track the next available slot as well. For this one, I'll just give here next slot. We will initialize this one to 0. I hope this is fine. So next step, we have defined a parking lot class, right? So we have initialized certain things. So we saw that one, right? So we next step is we'll go with certain methods. So as we had discussed right earlier. So while explaining, I had said we'll be going with certain methods. So we'll go with park vehicle method. We'll go with remove vehicle method as well as get available slots method. Let's see the same. First, let's go with the park vehicle method. So I'll just give here park vehicle. So within this, let's give here vehicle number parameter. Let's pass the vehicle number parameter. So I'll quickly write a condition. If available slots is less than or equal to 0, then we can just assign no slots available, something like that, right? So I'll just return here. If the slots available is less than or equal to 0, what we'll do, we have to return certain thing within the strings. Let's return something within the strings. I'll just give here no available slots. This is simple, right? So next condition is, let's set this one. Let's update the slot, means next slot as well as the vehicle number will be updating by making use of the set. So I'll just give here park vehicles, this one, not set here with next slot as well as vehicle number. So I'll just give here available slots. We have to decrement the available slots now, right? So I'll just decrement the available slots here. Finally, let's return something within the string. I'll just be making use of template literals, be giving here vehicle vehicle number. Basically I'll just pass the vehicle number here, part at the slot. We have considered this one, right? Next slot, we have to increment the next slot here. I'll just give here next slot. I hope this is clear. So I hope the method park vehicle is completely clear here. So did I do anything, any mistake here? So just give me a second here. Yeah, this one is fine here. This constructor, this is also fine. So yeah, let me format this one once. So yeah, this is fine. So I'll just come out of this method. Let's write the next method, nothing but the remove vehicle method. I'll just give here remove vehicle. Let's pass the parameter as vehicle number. This one. Let me pass the vehicle number as the parameter. So let me quickly make use of the for loop here. I'll just consider slot as well as the number of this one, park vehicles, right? So among the park vehicles, we are considering the slot and the number, individual, this one, slot and number. So I'll just give here this dot park vehicles. So here if number, we are comparing the if number equals vehicle number, if they are same, then what we will do, I'll just give here park vehicle, park vehicles. Basically we are deleting that slot here. So I'll just make use of the delete directly. So I hope you know the concepts of hash map and hash set. Basically we are making use of delete, we are making use of set, we are making use of map. I hope you know the concept of hash map and hash set. I'll not be teaching that one. I have already taught that one in the, we have already discussed in the JavaScript, this one, JavaScript concepts playlist, right? If you don't know, please do go through that one. So you have to know the map, set and the properties of map and set. So it's very important basically. So we are deleting the slot here. So after this one, the available slots, so after deleting the available this one slot, but after deleting the particular slot, then we have to increment the available slots as well, right? So we'll get one more slot, so we have to increment that available slots. So I'll just consider here available slots. So I hope this is clear. Finally, let's return something within the string. So I'll just make use of the template literals here. I'll just give here vehicle number removed from slot. So this one will be, I'll just pass the slot here. I hope this is fine. Next, finally, what I'll do, let's return something over here. So I'll just in this case I'll just give here vehicle after removing so this one vehicle, we have to mention, let's mention the vehicle number as well, not found. I hope this is fine. So I hope we know the park vehicle as well as the remove vehicle methods here. What this is performing, basically what functionality this is performing, these two methods we know perfectly, right? So I'll just come out of this method. So next what I'll do, let's go with the get available slots method. I'll just give here get available slots. So to get the available slots, we are just going with the available. We are just returning the available slots, right? So I'll just give here this dot available slots. So that's it. So let me come out of this one method as well as the class. Now let's return something and see the test cases. So initially within the return, it just come here. So let's go with the get instance. Let me make use of the get instance here. So the parameters that I'll be passing here is, one is total slots, the another one is gates here. So I'll just quickly come here. So quickly let me write the condition. If not of instance, then we will set the instance to, I'll just give you a new parking lot. What are all the parameters that we have passed here within the get instance? I'll just give here, pass the same thing here, total slots as well as the gates. Let me copy this one and paste it here. So finally, let's return the instance after this. I'll just come here and return the instance. This is fine. So as we are making use of the ify function, so immediately invoke functional expression. So here you can clearly see here. So this one I was speaking of basically. So this is fine. Just give me a second here. 1 second. Yeah, this is fine here. I'll be making use of the parenthesis here. So what did I miss here? This one, parenthesis, I think. Yeah, closing parenthesis. This is fine, right? This is it. Next, this is it for the parking lot. This one code. So next, let's go with the test case. The final one. Let's see the test case right here. So I'll just give here test case. Let me comment this one. So here, what I'll give, I'll just consider one variable name lot here. So this is nothing but the usage, right, or the test case. So I'll just give, let's make use of the parking lot. Not we have given get instance here. Let me make use of the get instance. 100. 100 is nothing but the available slot and available slots, right? So within the object, let me give here entry. So entry, I'll just give here true, and exit also I'll set this one to true here. So why we are doing this one here, within the constructor we have given here this dot parked vehicles here. Parked vehicles, we have set this one to the new map, right? So entry and exit, we are setting this one to true here. I hope this is fine. Why this one is getting error? Could not find parking lot. What happened here? Just give me a second here. So yeah, here what I've done, I have given small p here. I'll just make this one capital P here. This is fine. So next after this, what I'll do, so next let's log quite a few things here, just to see the output, right? So I'll just quickly log here. We have considered lot dot, I'll just give here park vehicle. We have considered the park vehicle method here. You can clearly see this one, park vehicle of, let's give vehicle number. So I'll just give here k, some random number actually, 01 HH. So just some random number. I'll just give here 1 2 3 4. This is fine. Let me log remove vehicle. So I'll just give here lot dot remove vehicle. This method, remove vehicle, we can clearly see here, park vehicle, remove vehicle, and get available slots. These things we have to mention here, right? That's what I'm making use of here. Within this, I'm calling this method. So this one has to be lot, not let. So this is fine. Within this, let's pass the same thing. I'll just copy the same thing over here. We have added the this one vehicle number, this one to the, by making use of the park vehicle method. For the remove vehicle, we'll give the same number. And finally, let's log the get available slots. Let's make use of the get available slots here. And here we have already passed here available slots as 100. You can see here, right? So we have passed the available slots as 100. So the output that we need to get here is okay, this one, park one, and remove vehicle, whatever the vehicle we have removed, and the available slots we have set this one to the 100. So let's see the same thing. I'll just format the document once. So let me give Control J here. So yeah, so I'll quickly give here node file name.js, right? Parking lot.js. So what happened here? Cannot find module parking lot.js. So here I have given number as well, right? So just give me a second here. .js. So you can clearly see here vehicle k something, whatever we have given here, number, some random number I have considered just for the example sake here. Vehicle, this one parked at the slot 0. That's what we are getting, which is absolutely correct, right? And also vehicle k, this one, the same thing we are removing from the slot 0 by making use of the remove vehicle method. Here we are making use of the park vehicle method and we are giving the number, and we have set, initially we have set the available slots to 100, and here by making use of the park vehicle method we are giving the vehicle number, and by making use of the remove vehicle method we are removing the this one particular vehicle by its number. This one also you can see here. Finally we are making use of the we are giving this one, we are making use of the method get available slots, and we are displaying the number of available slots, right? Number of available slots here is 100. So this works absolutely correct. So I hope this basically this problem is completely clear. We have solved this one right now. Next, let's go with the designing a multiplayer Sudoku game. I hope this one is basically this problem, how to solve this one. This concept is completely clear. So this is it for now. As I've said, next we'll be designing a multiplayer Sudoku game. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.